Salute, salute, salute. Peace and power, peace and power, peace and power. Peace and power to the people that struggle. I thank the universal truth and the absolute laws of nature for guiding me, protecting me, and giving me the strength to endure the imperfect. I shall attack with vigor, making progressive moves. The divine mind knows, the divine mind shows. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. Peace and power to the people that struggle. As you come on in, know that you're in a safe space. Know that you're in a space of learning and getting learned up. Know that you're in a space of educating and being educated. Know that you're in a space for conversation, comments and concerns, questions and answers. You're in a space of dialogue, a space of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, of love, hella right. You're in a space of intelligence, of integrity. This is your space, a space of love, a space of kings, queens, comrades, a space where we are working on a united path towards what? True liberation. As my classroom assistants come on in, please keep all contact information in the chat for the duration and throughout the class. Please keep all funding information. Hashtags, green screens, apps with cash, pals that pay, Westerns that are union, monies with grams, red cups, blue cups, goddammit, squeegee man pockets, collection plates, a cat, all that, everything, damn it, Santa Claus, jingle bells, it's a war going on outside. Fund the war effort. If you or anybody you know is in need of anger management, please book an assessment. Don't wait until it's too late. Don't wait until you are on the hood of a hot cop car. Don't wait until you are at HR waiting for the meeting. I don't know why they called me here. Don't wait until the school is hitting you with a do not enter unannounced letter. It's too late. Get yourself an assessment. Get yourself together. If you or anybody you know is in need of a domestic violence intervention, please book an please book an assessment. Woo! Please book an assessment. Stop sending each other outside in slings, eye jammies, scraped up lips and knees and shit. Leave each other alone. Book an assessment. Okay? If you or anybody you know is in need of an intimate relationship abuse consultation and counseling, please book an assessment. Learn the warning signs, the behaviors that should alarm you. Okay? Characters and characteristics that should heighten your awareness. Man, people, places, events, past traumas, man, conversations that should have your alertness levels on 1,000. Remember, with this information, the life that you save could be your own. Peace and power is going on how you do, not going to be long. Trust and believe, not going to be long. I said it several times. I don't want to and didn't want to give commentary on the situation, but it's gotten out of control. It's gotten out of control, and I have to give some clarity to our class on where I'm at with this situation. So bear with me while we get through it. But somebody tag Guillermo, tag Harlem, tag Guillermo, tell Jimmy Neutron Jones to come to class. Yeah, bring his ass to class. Come on, Guillermo. I wore my purple for you. Okay? It's just not a see-through blouse. So tag Guillermo, tell him to come to class. Tag the other Damus. Tell them to come to class. Tag anybody that's associated with a flag. Tell them to come to class. Yes. Please do. Okay? Tag man do. Tell them to come to class. Okay? Yeah. And while you're at it, tell your homies to come to class. Tell your classmates to come to class. Okay, tell them to put down them little funny tweeds. Okay, yeah. Tell them to put it down, put down them funny little tweeds and they little wine and bring their ass to class. Okay, yeah. Let's get them all to class. Who's in here? Let's see who in class. Dust Row. First in class. God damn it, Dust Row. We see you. Tierra T. Green. What's going on? Second, South Jersey in the building. Ty with the apples. What's going on? We see you. Jeff Sparks. What up? What it do? We see you. S. Beckles from London. UK Massive in the building. What's going on? Yachty. We see you. Big up to London is up in the building. What up, Magic? Lil Brick, what's going on? Ooh, Dre, what up? Marguerite McDonald Music, we see you. What's going on? Will, what up? We see you. Pete, Sean Jenkins, Bernie, what up, Bernie? Willie Bethler, what up? Chris, Threats, Philly in the building. We see you. NFNT, we see you. Peace, what's going on? Eric Carlos, the Riverwalk. San Antonio in the building. Ken Williams, what's going on? True Story, peace, what up? What's going on? CR Profit Getters, what up? Hey Ghost, what up? Gene, Ali, Canada, first responders, the North Countries up in the building. What's going on? Lifesaver, we see you. Charles, what up? Charles Bionic Prince, peace, what's going on? Pre-Love, what up? Philip Boone, what up? Talk Bear, 55 for Talk Bear, 55 for Talk Bear, 55 for Talk Bear. Official Biz, what up? We see you. Yeah. Lay, what up? What's going on? We see you. Ooh, Big Red Shaolin. God damn it, we see you. What's going on? Chazzo, 55 for Chazzo. 55 for Chazzo. Yeah. Geechee, what's going on? 55 for Vaughn Joyner. 55, damn it. 55. Yeah. Lee, what up? Much appreciation for funding the war effort, Lee. We see you. Okay. Mr. Reels is in the building. What's going on? We see you. Oh, Max. 55 for Max. 55 for Max. All the way from Deutschland, Germany. 55. God diggity dug it. 55. Yeah. George, what up? Let's get right to it. Not a lot of time. Sincere True Peace, not a lot of time. Didn't want to touch it. Class. And this year. 55 for class. Yeah. Again, didn't want to touch it. If you seen my live a couple of days ago on Instagram with the intellectual soapbox. Right? And the question was asked, and I said, I don't get into it. I do not get into speaking about New York City, about gangs in New York City. I have affiliations with almost all of them, whether they red, whether they blue. Deep ties up here. Not bullshit ties. Not ties from individuals, and I'm not slighting them, that came in after the books was open in 2001 and 2 and 3. Because remember, when we're speaking of that, we're speaking of individuals who, this is 2025 going into 26. That may have 2 decades in. Not slighting them, but they still are not people who have been in it since 9-3, 9-4, 9-5. Okay? Those are the individuals who I have ties with. Official Biz, much appreciation for the super chat. So I don't get into it. It's politics. Is something even as a person with close ties that I just didn't understand the politics around, especially when you are of a certain age. I'm not talking about individuals who in 93, 94, 95 were 17 and 18. I'm talking about dudes who were in their mid-20s. You already seasoned. You already have your characteristics about you. You already have a certain amount of street credibility and know-how. So to go in and join, I didn't get it. I didn't understand it. Never criticize, because these are individuals that I know from grade school, that I know put in necessary and supplementary amounts of work. So I always left it alone. Now, when it proliferated and extended into the streets and into what we know as commercial rap, I had my reservations. However, I was inside and really concentrating on making sure that I made it through my bid, that I made it back home, and weren't one of the individuals who, because of an incident, had to air something out and never make it back. That's a very real reality. I have day ones who had minimal time, bids that they could have did and been out and caught a jail body or a major jail assault and never, put a L on the back of their time, which is life for you laymen. It gets very critical up in there. Not critical to the sense that you can't do it because you're not tough enough, but sometimes you're too tough. And sometimes you're not thinking. And many times you could be triggered and then respond in a certain way, react in a certain way, and you done maim some lane that wasn't worth it. So I had to make sure I was focused and make sure that once I touched the town, I would never, ever come back. I would never waste my potential to be greater. And when you're involved in groups like that, there are hazards, there are unforeseen consequences because there are too many individuals who are not on the same page because of the structure or lack of structure of these organizations, and you can get caught up. So I'm telling you, for how long? Y'all done see me, maybe a decade or more. My hardcore class members and people who've seen me on social media and seen me outside in the work know that I really do. I tread light when it comes to gangs because I understand it, and I understand, right, the sensitivities when you speaking on it, because one, I'm not it. I'm not involved. And when you're not involved, you're only able to make an assessment from the outside. But this situation with Guillermo is gotten out of control, and too many people have DM'd me and asked me about it. As you saw on that live with Intellectual Soapbox, he even wanted to know my stand on the initial event that brought up this conversation, which was the Drop Your Flag Challenge. And if you go back and listen to what I said, there's going to be animosity, there's going to be more confusion and agitation than anything else because everybody's not on the same page with it. And I said it and I left it alone because I didn't think that it would get to the space where it got to right now. And in hindsight, or in my reflection, I have to think that it was agent-based work. Because maybe individuals who are putting plays together may have just a little bit more insight and intelligence on the matter than I do, because I'm not in it. Maybe that was the play all along to put this together to cause this type of confusion. Or, as I'm going to elaborate on later, a little later, a draw out. An actual draw out. Because with everything else that's going on in this world, all I consistently speak on in this class is a united front. That no matter what we are going through, no matter what we claim to believe in, we have to push it to the side and get on a united path towards liberation. If not, we're going to consistently get wiped out. We're going to be plucked out one by one, group by group. Because if anything we all should be paying attention to is that our enemies are grouped up, they are together, and they are making moves. So now, recently, Guillermo, Jimmy Jones, Jimmy Neutron, was asked the same question I was asked. However, I'm on my own little platform, my own little spaces on social media, so people don't hear me. And when they do, they really don't listen. So when Guillermo is asked something on a much larger platform, his response to it was in the negative. Like, ain't nobody need to be dropping nothing. This in, and I'm paraphrasing, this is something for life. This is what I do. This is what it is. Bah, ha, ha, who. I'm this, we that, rat. Doing what agents do. And I'm saying agent, and I want you all to understand that I'm being very specific in the wording, because we've been here before. This is not new. We've been here with Wild Bill. We've been here with other agents who worked with all kind of different agencies and letter affiliations to destroy us from the inside, or destroy us utilizing people who look like us. Wild Bill was operating on the highest levels of the Black Panther Party for Self-Defense chapter in Chicago under Chairman Fred Hampton. Let's not forget the work, the letters, okay? Let's not forget that. When you go back to research like it is with Gil Noble, and you see the FBI agent that was working against our best interests in LA on the highest levels of the Los Angeles and the Oakland Black Panther Party chapters, and how he was involved in burning down cultural theaters because of the arts, and how arts and culture motivate our people. You think that play wasn't effective, and wasn't effective enough to be utilized right now in commercial rap? You think somebody as weak-minded as Guillermo are putting these plays together? So When they asked him and he gave his response, of course, people felt away. Of course, people felt very triggered by it. Because for one, they know Guillermo is pussy. That's an absolute fact. We know that. Commercial rappers, pussy. Boots. That's an actual fact. So for them to move in a space where they have so much influence over the youth is already a very, very testy issue for many individuals who are of that life, who really, really banged for that life, who did time for that life, who made every attempt to get themselves in a clean space to come up out of it and do work. That's always going to be a testy issue. I don't care if you are neutral. I don't care if you belong to an organization. I don't care if you are in a religious sect. The minute you see individuals who you know are not about that action, yet have mass influence and a mass audience, listen, you are going to really, really feel a ways. That's what it's been. That's what it was been for us when we was in the street from 86, from 85, 86, 87, 88, to seeing dudes come into hip hop and the rap and in the image of the streets. You're going to be triggered when you are around these individuals, and some of us were actually in the spaces where these rap dudes used us for cred, as vests, our energy, time, everything. You feel funny style when you see them and you're like, wow, these kids really believe this shit. So the initial statement, it got legs. You had a resurgence of individuals who had fallen back for a nice little while. They wasn't on social media as much. They wasn't giving content to that degree. But because of this statement by Hocus, it caused a lot of people to stick their head up. Say, yo, hold up. What is this? How we do it? There were cons and pros. Like I said, there's going to be a lot of pushback on the challenge. Now, as always, white folk, agents, intelligence, think tanks, especially in the industry, are going to use certain things to the best of their ability. Just like they used the West Coast, East Coast beef, which wasn't a beef. Just like they put all these other plays in the mix. They're going to use it and make sure that that is the fuel to set specific fires. Okay? Because in all reality, there was no reason why Jim Jones, the model, the sheer blouse wearing individual, was even asked that. For real, let's be honest. But in the space where they asked him, he made his statements, and quite a few people were upset. One of which happened to go viral last week. OG out of Brooklyn named Mandu. And he went in. And it went viral. What was ironic to me and for me was I had never known Mandu in the past. Never knew him. Never seen him behind the walls. Okay? Never knew of a name. Okay? But the irony in watching his vid and watching it go viral, it was ironic for me that I was just in a political setting meeting with him. I just saw him. I just saw him prior to school letting out. I was at a meeting with him probably in June, around the end of June. And I watched him in this meeting. And he was with Stackstone. And I'm watching both of them because in this particular meeting, there was the city council rep for the area. There were other programs in the area, and we were all in this setting, and they were introducing themselves to each other. And I'm looking and I'm seeing and I'm recognizing the gear, I'm recognizing the language, and I'm seeing that they work with children. And I'm saying, wow, this is anti-gun violence. This is something that I was a part of initially from the beginning in 2010. Part of the same shit. And I'm saying, wow, look at him. Another official individual who's committed to working with children, working to better our community, to make sure that there's no gunfire in the streets. And I'm listening to the spiel. And I'm listening and I see Stack. And I'm quiet. But I know they know who I am, especially Stack. And I'm saying, damn, that's good. But see, again, because I'm not in it, because of the politics involved, I have no comment. It's for individuals who haven't been stung by the political games that they play in that space. So, not right for me, maybe right for others. But I can see who's committed to the work. So it was ironic that, damn, they done got the OG hot up under the collar. And he's viral. Because as he should, he dressed Guillermo down. He dressed him down in a manner of which because he knows him. So I'm like, wow. I know the challenge that he gave him and what he said. I said, I know Guillermo ain't going to say nothing. Man, I know for a fact that the OG not playing. I've been in his energy. I seen him. I know he for real about it. But again, like I tell so many of my people or people who come in my DMs and, you know, I get them a lot. I say, listen, this social media thing is real funny. And if you're not built for it or you don't know the tricks, man, it can cause you to dust them things off the shelf. This isn't for everybody. It's just not. And it's definitely not for people who are really about that. Man, a lot of people ask to come through, your interview, your share, your this, you'll plug me with that one, plug me with this. I'm like, yo, nah. Because it gets real messy in here. It does. It's a whole different world, a whole different space. You got to tread light. Because this is a weird, bizarre world where suckers say a lot of dumb shit. And then when you see them and pop up on them, no, that was social media. Nah, I mean nothing. It gets crazy. So I'm listening, I'm hoping, I'm like, damn. Now I know Guillermo going to not say nothing. I know Guillermo going to ignore. I know Guillermo ain't going to take that challenge. Guillermo ain't fighting nobody. I know that for a fact. Because ain't nobody that's fighting nobody for real would ever parade themselves around in a pink blouse. Well, purple. Well, fuchsia. Right? What is it? Lilac pastel? In a pastel sheer blouse talking about they modeling, getting makeup and fingernails and all that shit done. He not fighting nobody. We seen the training sessions with him kicking with a female Ophate trainer. We know he not fighting no man, dude. I know that for I'm looking. I'm like, yo, he not fighting. He's gonna take that dress down and keep it moving. So again, when people are sending it to me, y'all done sent it to me, and what I said, I ain't gonna comment on that. Yeah, he deserved that dress down. Because again, when people are this deep in the work, they not trying to hear nothing, man. I'm working for our people. I'm working for our kids. I'm working for our women. I'm working for our elders. I'm not trying to hear no sucker shit from nobody that's making an attempt to keep the ignorance moving. But I stay away from them dudes. I really do. And I'm glad my space is small and they don't really listen and hear me, because I don't know what would trigger me. But I know that whatever happens to trigger me, I won't respond on no social media. And this is what I'm addressing to, man, Duke, this is what I'm addressing to a lot of these individuals who feel very hot because Guillermo responded in the manner of which that he responded. Talking reckless, talking crazy, coming out of his face. And from what I'm hearing, inviting people to his manhood, like, yo, now, you taking it to another level. And again, because it's Brooklyn individuals, East New York individuals, I know for a fact that wheels is in motion to go uptown or to Jersey and to see Guillermo. But I want to ask them dudes to be easy for a minute, especially when you're in the work that you're in. I'm asking the OGs, yo, hold up, think about it. We've been here before. That's how they got Chairman Fred. That's how they got Bunchy Carter. We've been here before. This is a draw out. They're drawing you out. The mere fact that he went viral and was heated and was using that language, man, don't you know you are in a space where kids is looking up to you? Where people are looking at your work, and you're gonna allow this dick in the butt ass boy to pull you up out of that? Think about it, y'all. Just think before y'all set things in motion that you can't pull back. Seriously, you mean to tell me dudes, men that are in their 50s, that have survived streets, prison, all type of things where the odds were stacked against you, to let this remedial dumbass destroy everything that you built? Your reputation, the way you vibrate, everything. Nah, man. We've been here before. Don't let this meatball draw y'all out. Now, all them little bloods here around, whether they from Jersey, whoever that Ofe is, that cracker, that's an agent, man. Y'all don't see that? That's an agent. Y'all don't see that? If y'all are calling Jimmy 6ix9ine, what do you think y'all really calling him? So at what point do y'all believe that y'all can throw this out there in the air on social media like that? When we know that everything is being thrown at gangs, all the surveillance, the social medias, the phones, your cars, everything. How y'all let this dude draw y'all out like that? Y'all think he's influencing kids? These kids not listening to him like that. He's trying to keep them around. Really, he's trying to keep his eye on his mama because them little young bloods be blowing her dusty box out. That's what kind of dude this dude is, man. Remedial. Young dudes is blowing mama back out. So he's trying to make sure he keep his eyes around the right one. This is the dude that... Do you see where he at? He got a broad that if he don't pay to sit still, she out. She out and about, B. This is what kind of dude y'all... And I'm trying to figure this shit out. How is this a blood? How any of these rap dudes bloods? Any of them. Now y'all sending me videos. I never seen that video y'all sent. Buster throwing it up, doing the hand sign. Really? Buster. Busterachi. Throwing it up. The God. The fake God. Throwing it up. How do y'all let these rap dudes in? Listen, I was on the island in the beginnings. These dudes was only living in the Bing. These dudes was putting in necessary work. You wasn't coming home without that work. They couldn't even live outside of the Bing. They put in pain. They felt pain. They coming out of mittens and leg irons and shackles and fight. They put it in. How do y'all let rap niggas even claim that? See, that's the politics of it that I refuse to be involved in. Y'all let Buster throw it up. Y'all let Jim jump. It makes zero sense. Y'all seen Training Day. Y'all seen what Bones said. Lonzo said, yo, put a shell in. What did Bones say? Nah, you put your own work in around here. Oh, that's how it is? Yeah, that's how it is. And gave him that toast. How y'all let rap niggas that never did nothing in their life claim y'all? That's why you're in the mess that you in now. But I'm saying this to say, yo, y'all gotta think, man. Don't let this meatball draw y'all out. Don't allow this meatball to have y'all on social media playing that game. Nah, man. I won't sit quiet on that because it went to another level. And I know individuals are tight. They steamed up around the collar. I'm telling you, you're not gonna play with Brooklyn dudes. You just not. You just not. They not gonna allow that man to just sit idle and say that shit that he said in response. Not gonna happen. I'm telling you for absolute fact. But I'm asking them, hey, yo, be easy, man. Think about the kids that y'all been working with. Think about them people that believe in y'all, that's putting up money for y'all 501c. The people that's believing in y'all for real, that y'all made this change. Think about your own families, your kids, some of y'all grandkids, who y'all made it back to the town. Y'all reinvented yourselves. For real. Now, ain't nobody telling y'all not to rep what you've been repping. That's impossible. I'm not even going to front. Not going to have any type of conversation like that. You are who you are. However, social media ain't the place for it. Yo, it's not. And them rap dudes, okay? Those rap dudes, them niggas that have y'all jammed up. If y'all don't think that they sitting with DAs and agents and all type of shit, May, much appreciation for funding the war effort. I'm telling you. And y'all know I know. Y'all sit around. Y'all see the DAs that come into nonprofit. Y'all at City Hall. Y'all see the mix. Y'all know the thin line that y'all sit in when you're making an attempt to correct your community, to go up in these schools, to have these programs. Thin line. Because that's just what it is. That's just what it is, Jack. You're not getting to that bag. They're not letting independent black men with experience and know-how being bigger influence over the children in the community than these OFAs. So y'all know y'all walking a thin line. Y'all see the police. Y'all see the DAs. Y'all see these fake politicians and clergy. Y'all know what it is. You think these rap dudes don't know? You think these rap dudes not? These dudes is right there. They right there. Telling. I already told y'all the hip-hop police was not created to go after hip-hop rap dudes. The hip-hop police was there to protect these dudes. That's why the transition shifted. That's why so many of us went to jail. There was too many of us around the industry when it started getting that money. So the transition had to come in. And the rap dudes was the agents to get rid of live dudes on the street. Now, what y'all think this transition is? We in the world of 47. We in the world of white supremacy trying to get its legs back up under it. Why you think so many rap dudes is calling out Trump's name? Why you think so many of them perform for him and running with him? You think Guillermo, purple blouse wearing Jones is not a rat? You think he don't know what's gonna happen when he respond to Brooklyn dudes like that? I could imagine how many wires, text messages, DMs the police done read, waiting for y'all to pounce on this maggot. It ain't that deep. It ain't that deep. Don't let them draw y'all out. Don't let that dude draw y'all out. He's hurting. Hurting. He's a remedial individual. Ain't got the brain he was born with. Abroad, he gotta pay to keep her throat intact. Gotta pay his broad. Bags, boots, weaves, wigs, eyes, boobs, ass. He gotta pay the broad just to stay in one space. Robert, much appreciation for funding the war. He got to keep his eyes on his mama, who give many a young in that box. Yeah, oh yeah, youngins. So again, Deborah, much appreciation for the super chat. Okay? Be easy, man. Don't let the strategies of the past that took away our greatest liberators and revolutionaries, because y'all in that space now. Y'all don't understand that? You gotta understand that. That's what a lot of these programs are built for, to draw out the next generals. You think Operation Ceasefire, Cure Violence, Crisis Management System, you think that shit is there to correct? That shit is to draw out y'all generals and to get y'all in alignment with a white supremacist ideal. To get y'all to feed those ideas to the next generation. That shit ain't there to correct nothing. And every few months or every year, they're using a different strategy to knock y'all OGs off. The best of the best. Because they know that y'all want to do good. You know, don't let this ass clown play y'all. That's all I got to say. Gather yourself. Think about it. You've been triggered. Y'all have been triggered. But fall back, man. You see what I'm talking about. That little Ofe is an agent. Them little dudes and wherever they at, Jersey, they gonna fall. Oh, they gonna fall. And it's gonna be the same play. Guillermo on the phone. Same play. So be mindful of how y'all talking on social media. Be mindful how y'all speaking to one another when y'all around. Be easy. And make sure that you say and do and rep who you are. You say you here for the kids. You say you here for the community. The kids is watching. The community is watching. Trust me, I know. I've been on this shit a long time. The kids are watching. The community are watching. And you gotta be consistent in your message. Don't let this maggot pull you up out of your square. I'm telling you, he not worth it. If you run into him, it's one thing. But I know how this shit work. I trust me. I know how this shit work. Y'all got to think about it, man. For real, for real. That's all I'm gonna say on it. Y'all gotta think about it, man. All right? It's not worth it. It ain't. Trust me. Trust me, a lot of individuals fell messing with these rap dudes. Leave these pussy niggas alone. I'm telling you. They drawing y'all out. Whoever want to play, let them play in it. But when y'all been putting so much work in, okay? So much good work. That kids are looking at y'all like, yo, where the men at? And they seeing y'all. They see y'all. They don't have to turn on the TV. They don't have to turn on social media. Y'all been in their schools. Y'all been in the community. They see y'all. And they know that y'all official. They ain't get to see Malcolm. They don't get to see Farrakhan. They don't get to see Huey. All them people are characters to them. They see Stacks. Don't they see a man, dude? They see all of y'all dudes that's putting in that work. Y'all the Malcolms now. You understand? Malcolm would never let no bitch like Jim Jones pull him out. He wouldn't. He wouldn't. So I understand the trigger. Trust me, I understand. I get triggered every day. Every day. I understand it. But stay off social media with that, yo. I'm telling you. Don't let them build a case on y'all and y'all right there. It's not, y'all can't go nowhere. Y'all incorporated. All right? So be easy, okay? And that's to any of y'all that's in the work. I don't care if you're in Brooklyn, Queens, Bronx, Staten Island, Jersey, man, More, DC, wherever you got a bunch of real live individuals putting in the work in the community. We know there's going to be a point at which there is a necessity for us to dust them off the shelves and get busy. But not with these rap niggas. Leave these rap dudes alone. Leave them alone. They're going to fall on their own sword. And they bitch made anyway. They are living in a hell you couldn't imagine. Especially old Jimmy. Leave that dude alone. You going to jail. Straight up. Leave him alone. I'm telling you, it's high-ranking police officials around him. That's for real. What up, brother-in-law? I see you. What's going on? Salute to all those that's up in the building that came up in the class a little late. What up, Hood Mayor? What's going on? C. Bliz, my sniper. Rhonda Grant. Chicago, what's going on? What's going on? Yeah, Jonathan Kidd and all that. Listen, I'm not long. I'm on here, and then I'm out. But I got to address something else real quick. And this might take me a minute, so I might have to do it tonight. Because I'm tired of people talking about LLCs. I am. I'm real sick of that. I'm tired of it. I might have to. I got it, because this is going to be extensive. I'm going to hold this off till tonight. I got to. Because y'all just don't get it. So I'll hold this off till tonight. Because I definitely got to run. I got to get in the community and check on some things. Okay? Man, damn all that. There's nothing that you can establish that these white folks is not eating off of you. Nothing. I don't care where it's at. We did this before when I spoke on reparations. Go back to my reparations class and go and really sit down there and listen to what I said. There's no way you can be repaid. There's nothing in this space that you can put anything in that they don't eat off of more than you. Nothing. But I understand, because you've been conditioned to believe in this shit. Sean B, what's going on? And I'm telling you, it's very, I got it. It's going to take a minute. I broke it down. I broke it down because this is where I'm starting from, the IRS. I'm telling you right now. Okay? An official breakdown. Excuse me. Cuckoo the bag of bones. Much appreciation for the super chat. You just left work. That's what's up. The hustler. The global hustler. We see you. What up, Dion? We see you. What's going on? Mello, what up? Yeah, he's an agent. He's an agent, man. I'm telling you, they do everything to knock us off. Everything. Everything. The chattel slavery. Jim Crow. fighting in wars for them. Civil rights, black power, dope. Do you understand that that wasn't an accident? The heroin epidemic of the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. That's the shit they did in China. With the opium wars. They knew what that would do. Then they threw the coke with the Wall Street era, crack. Then they got black dude hooked on Molly and all this other weird shit. This is consistent. There's always going to be a different space for them to attack melanated men. These effeminate ass dudes. All that shit is leading into the destruction. So you got to make sure that you got knowledge of self. You got to make sure you're in the ultimate militant space. You got to move with that. Gangs, we've been past that. That's why they had to mix it with the commercial rap. New York? Brooklyn? Not slighting y'all, Harlem. Not slighting no other boroughs. I'm telling you, I got fans from all over. They get busy. But on an average, Brooklyn and damn in East New York. I told you, I done been all over the world. Ain't no place like East New York. I don't give a fuck if it's Beirut, Lebanon. I don't give a damn that. East New York, we cousins blow at cousins. Over 40s. Over Chinese food. Nigga, we different. Okay? There's no way I'm gonna ever allow East New York dudes to let a Harlem nigga, a low-ranking Harlem, a transplanter, you ain't even Harlem, take him off his square. I'm not gonna do that. I got to say something. I'm not going to do that. Nah, that ain't happening. So the OG got to fall back. He got to fall back, man. Social media is a dangerous space. He got to fall back. I'm not going to let him allow this fairy to take him off his work. I know the work he doing. I see the work that he do. I know the work that they doing. You ain't going to let this fairy destroy all that shit you built. Nah. Hell no. That's not happening. That's not happening. Nah, y'all not gonna catch no strays, Wall Street. Listen. Man, dudes know I've been all up in Dunbar. Artie Boone them is my peoples, man. I've been all on the east side. Ron Jordan is my peoples, man. My Code D's up there. Nah, I know Harlem give it up. Trust and believe. I'm a interstate, an interborough individual. I done got busy with the best of them. Harlem ain't get, but gotta call it for what it is, man. They be supporting this fucking clown. So I'm not gonna let them do that. I'm not gonna let it happen. All right? So when y'all see the OG man Duke, tag him. Tag him. And if it settles his essence and calms his energy around this situation, so be it. If it doesn't, I said what I said based on what y'all kept asking, which was my thoughts on it. Again, I don't think as a challenge, as a practice, that is going to work. It's not. There's too much trauma. There's too much history. It's not going to work without a specific give back, without a specific doctrine that you follow, without specific healing. It has been too long. Okay? So again, classroom assistants, much appreciation for holding me down as much as y'all do. My classroom assistants is the best, much appreciation. All y'all get back to me with all 10 fingers and 10 toes. Like I said, I'm gonna have to go through this LLC shit tonight. Should time permit. Y'all know how I move. Okay? I got work to do. If y'all can make sure the war effort is where it's at so I don't have to work tonight, so be it. You dig? Okay? As always, don't believe in me. Believe in my belief in you. Guard your mind. Guard your mind. Look for the plays. Guard your mind. Remain militant. All peace and power to the people that struggle. Salute. 55 gang. Get your